So do you find yourself spending hours surfing the web, yet run into some pop-up ads, or you're worried that a virus may take over your PC? You know, all programs are built the same, but just as the internet browsers are not the same as well, I should say, they're not all the same. So Robert Johnson, CEO of Computer Medics, is bringing us the do's and the don'ts of internet browsing safety, kind of like a one-on-one course to keep you on the right browsing path. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly.
You know, I think everywhere you look, you see somebody with their head down on a Mac, on an iPad, on a PC, on something. But you're guiding us, like I said, like a one-on-one when it comes to internet browsing. So first up, Robert Johnson, tell me, what is internet browsing?
Basically, opening up a browser that becomes the entryway into the internet, whether that be Internet Explorer, or whether that be Mozilla Firefox or Google. Anything that's a browser can launch you into the internet. And you didn't mention the iPhones.
That is very true. I knew you'd have me covered from a tech standpoint. But so you need a browser to be able to surf the web successfully.
Exactly. It's just the way the web is built. You have to have a portal into the web to interact with websites.
So we have your computer here. You're going to show us a couple of tricks and help us do this the right way. So again, so that those dangerous, sometimes viruses don't infiltrate what we're trying to do.
Give a few tips. Just I can't protect the world. We're all, we all go browsing. Sometimes we'll slip. Sometimes we have the right intentions and we just end up at the wrong spot at the wrong time. So, but anyway, we have browsers. We have Internet Explorer.
And are they all created equal?
As far as no, every browser has their claim to fame. Kind of like Ford, Chevy, they all have their claim to fame.
Okay.
But in the end, they're all a vehicle.
Okay.
All right?
I like that. Okay.
So we're going to start out with basically Google. I like Google. Google is one of the search engines, even though I'm going through Internet Explorer, that I recommend to almost all of our clients. The reason I recommend it, one, because there's nothing flashing. When you go to Google, you don't have the stuff moving across the screen. Click me, click here, click there.
Now that you say that, you're right.
Things that say, click here, your neighbors are around you, click this link. I'm sure the advertisers don't like me saying this, but those are the things where there's danger signs. Google, other than once in a while, they'll have a funky little message up there, some little celebration. Google is just pure search engine, and then you go from there.
Okay, so do you think that when you're hopping on a Google that you're less susceptible to viruses and malware?
At least at the start, yes.
Okay, all right. So give us some more tips and tricks as we jump on our favorite PC.
I would tell you, for anybody using the internet, always Google it first. Even if you think you know the URL, like the www, you would be surprised, like up at the top here where you would type and go to something directly, you would be surprised how easy it is to slip a character. Well, one slip and you can end off in a world that you didn't want to be in. So to help protect yourself from that, come down to the search bar, type where you want to go first.
Okay.
So we can go better KC.
All right. Kelly Jones.
Kelly Jones, who's that lady? Anyway,
well,
so you get your search results back. Basically, what I recommend is you always have the nickname, or what I'll call the header, and then you actually have in the green where you're actually headed.
So does it make sense to copy and paste that, or just to click right on?
No, you can click right on, but the advice is don't get caught up in what the name is, because
that's how they get you.
That's right. The name may not always be where you want to head. So again, we can just type food. Again, my advice is don't get caught up in the blue. Read the green to see where you're actually going to end up, because it may say happy flowers up here in the blue, but it may be taking you to something non-flower related. This is where people get themselves in trouble the most.
You know, now that you say this, it makes perfect sense. Google is your friend, and green is go.
Green is go. Just read it first. Exactly.
How often, because you hear about the different security types of programs to protect you, is it better to put that on your computer when you first get it, or do you need to update it ever so often?
All the above is true.
Okay.
In today's internet world, we've talked many times, it's a phenomenal research tool. I mean, what can you not find out on the internet today? But there's a dark side of the internet. Again, you can be browsing for flowers and you're going down the path, and all of a sudden somebody has bought a keyword and they've tied in something vile to the word flower. You just don't know that, especially kids. They really don't have the intellect or the wisdom to know not to go there. So again, read where you're headed, I suggest don't go directly to a website from there unless you've got it maybe as a favorite up top and you know that it's tested.
Google it.
Google it.
There you
Google
have
everything, read where you're headed, make sure. As far as viruses go, they're out there.
Just beware.
They are out there.
And when in doubt, this is where you turn to Robert and his team to talk tech at Computer Medics. Of course, we have their information right here on the screen. Phone number is 913-219-1895, or you can jump online, cmokc.com. And you can also find Computer Medics on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. They will help you out. Robert, thank you.